Sean, joint captain of the team, you're after making an All-Ireland final. Like, can you sum up what it means to you, how you felt?
I think it's a bit early right now, Shane, to fully comprehend. It's something that just in the immediate aftermath, you're really just very emotional. Seeing the crowd, running over to the crowd and just seeing what it meant to them, it really just, words can't even describe it really. And just Crow Park, I never thought I'd get there. At my age, it didn't look like we'd ever see the day, and we're there now. So just 2 weeks' time, get ready for it and drive on.
That full-time whistle, can you explain your feelings or what you were thinking, what you saw on that final whistle?
I think it was more when the goal went in. You couldn't relax. We're concentrating. Even we went 4 points up, I think, with Brendan with that point, with the half a hurley. And that was grand, but you still couldn't switch off. I think they got a wide from the puck out. And then the goal. And the goal finished it. And straight away, you're thinking Crow Park, getting ready for Crow Park. And I just can't say any more than that, really. Just unbelievable feeling,
What do you say about this bunch of players? How would you sum them up?
I don't know. Like, every day, things don't seem to be going according to plan. Maybe that. Even when they went to point up, like I thought we were going fairly well. Like, and then they got a kind of a foothold in the game around the middle, and God, geez, like, will it be our day again today? But then he said, "Sure, look, we've done it before. Like, even Ballygunner, they went ahead and whatever. Like, so you just didn't panic. Like, you just can't panic. We generally find a way, like, even though it wasn't looking great, and the quality they had up front, they were going to score. Like, I think we haven't scored as much in a game in a while. We haven't won by as much in a game in a while, but like halfway through the second half, you're kind of, geez, like, are we going to do it? But then we just found a way again. So
yeah, you'd averaged 115 since the drum match, so that's some.
1 today, was it, or one?
It was something like that. I mean, I think we're all getting caught up in the excitement.
A bit, yeah, above our average, and we conceded a goal again today. We generally concede 1 or 2, but. We haven't kept a clean sheet in a while, but look, it's something that we'll have to work on the next day. I mean, the further we get, the quality of the opposition goes up again, another level. So we just have to prepare for that day, the next day, and just keep working, keep thinking, and keep believing, I suppose. We've just have to keep the heads now for 2 weeks.
Ballyhale All-Ireland final, Croke Park. It's there's a fair ring to it.
There is, yeah. I mean, they're a fairly storied team. I know we have tradition, but their tradition again, like, is something else, and the players that they've played for Kilkenny, and I suppose the amount they've won. I mean, as long as I can remember, All-Ireland finals, Ballyhale are generally in them or have won it the previous year. They're always thereabouts, and I mean, who else do you want to play? Like, you may as well play the best, So, well, it'll be a good measure, it'll be a good test. We're under no illusion about that. So.
One of the things that keeps coming up is like, Borris haven't been to this stage before, haven't won the county final for so long, haven't won a Munster final for so long. They're up against a team that had like Ballygunner. Yeah. And this is the thing again, you're going into an All-Ireland final. You haven't been here before as a group of players, Ballyhale have. How do you get your head around that sort of thing? Does it ever seem to bother you, these kind of trying to break new ground all the time?
Well, Shane, we're fairly arrogant anyway, but no, look, I mean, here and now is all that matters. What's gone on before. I think John even mentioned that before the match, that, look, Thomas had the experience of getting here. They've, since 2013, I think they've been thereabouts again. They've been fairly dominant in Galway, and but basically here and now, that's all that's important. What's gone on before is fairly irrelevant, and just keep the head, keep thinking what we're going to do, like right now, like next ball, and experience is important. It's definitely an advantage to Ballyhale, but it's something that we can't control. We can only think about what we're going to do in the here and now.
The few weeks over Christmas, it was probably the first time you'd had a chance, after the Munster final, first time you'd had a chance to breathe, having gone game on game on game. How did you deal with that? Like, did it bother you at all? Were you just having to crack the foot? How did you deal with it?
Yeah, I was a bit worried because I didn't know how we were going to deal with it. Like, and usually every game we had, I hadn't time to think. So, like, you win a match, and then you're thinking the next game, and this game then we really had time to think about St. Thomas. They've got this guy, they've got that guy, like with Mark Kim, whereas before we hadn't really. It was week on week, and I think we got 2 weeks for the Ballygunner game, but we trained hard. I mean, Angelo really knows. I think again today, like, we're in prime condition just physically, and our conditioning was spot on again. But yeah, it definitely was a worry because I don't like thinking about things for too long, and I don't think anyone in Borris does. It's just off the cuff, get out and hurl, and I suppose we kind of struggled a bit early on, but eventually got to the grips of the game and, found our feet.
Good fun in the McCormack house, 4 brothers on the team. One lad too young, obviously.
One lad too young, yeah. No, 4 of us there. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Like, I suppose we're all like brothers, really. You know, we all hang out in the same houses together and spend a lot of time together. Like, so it is like one big family. But yeah, it is nice to have 4 brothers in the team. There's no point saying otherwise. But I suppose what more can I say on that? Really, just it's a sweet feeling. You know, just lads that you've been out poking out the backyard all your life, and now we are in Crow Park.
Well done. Best of luck in the final, Sean.
Thanks very much, Shane.
Thanks for watching Our Game. Don't forget to like and share the videos, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.